everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got the first down and still on his feet. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job.
Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. So here comes the Michigan offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make it.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes a catch at the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year. And this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He's got incredible speed.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Now the play fake. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Wolverines. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch near the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays in the meat.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. The play action fake. He wants to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll immediately call timeout. And the Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Touch pass on the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. At the 45 on his way. Turning on the Jets. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Trying to run, it's Lee. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Big time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And here he comes out of the end zone. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Oh, what a cut! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Ohio State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to... the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This game might be out of reach by now, Jesse, if not for the benevolence of these guys.
I tell you, I give them credit offensively because they've been aggressive. They just haven't always been calculated, David. They've been way too cavalier with the football.
Aggressive and reckless. Like, there's a difference between the two. They've had some success and they've been good, but make sure that my bad isn't turning the football over and giving the defense easy opportunities to score.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. If you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. They'll run the screen. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Oh, they're after him. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Extending the play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside in the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Might be changing the route. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. Ripping through the defense.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
What a shot in the arm something like that can give you. You take over, 1st and goal from the 3. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Roberts. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like these games really matter. There
he goes! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Finding open areas. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
They're working that left side. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Lee. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Working on the right. Breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they had elite playmakers.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. He'll pull it down. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he
starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism.
He's going for the goal line. And the catch it right into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Rush is on him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And that one will give them the lead.
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You got to love it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 12 over Georgia Tech. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10.
That's a really nice throw. You think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got his man to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The kick is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. So here comes the Michigan offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Looking to scramble. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, that DB basically could have just ran that route for the wide receiver. He was all over him. There was no shot that receiver was going to be able to make that play. Beautiful job by the defensive back.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Under fire. And the sack. All the way back at the 5.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Miller. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Can't find behind his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back. I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, you've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts, save as much clock.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down?
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. He might want another play. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that with Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change. Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And the Wolverines enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. In a tight game like this, a mistake that keeps a drive alive for your opponent, just devastating. Offense has first down. They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in